All right, everybody, welcome back live at Drew's house, another edition. Hope everybody is doing well out there. As we've been it's state tournament season, so we've been having fun with some of these high school athletes. Newburyport continues to be cooking in a lot of their sports, including girls varsity soccer, and we're joined by a couple captains today, a couple Katies who happen to be captains of the Newburyport team. Wave when I say your name, we'll get which one's which. Katie Rooney, say hello. There's
Hi.
Katie Rooney and Katie Gallagher.
Hi.
I work with a Katie Gallagher. How about that, huh? Very good.
Guess it's common.
Very good. So you girls play. Next tournament game is Wednesday. You'll be on the road, first Foxborough. Tough test. You ready for it?
I think so.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're ready for it. As long as we bring the energy, I think we have a good chance.
As long as you bring the energy. All right. It's an exciting time of year, isn't it?
Very.
Do you get
Stressful, but
I love tournament season.
tournament season? Katie Rooney, did you say stressful?
a little bit, yeah.
Really? You legitimately get stressed?
I personally do a little bit before every game, but I mean, this is like the first year where we've made it past the first round because, the first year since I've been on the team where we made it past the first round because we weren't such a low seed, and now it's starting to put a little stress on.
All right. Katie Gallagher, 12-2-2 record. Did we confirm that? Is that right?
13-2-4.
13-2-4. All right. It's funny. Katie Rooney asked Katie Gallagher. She's a better scorekeeper, I guess.
She's stats. She's all
I
stats.
can confirm it.
Very good. So it was 13-2-4 was the final record.
Yeah, that's our overall record.
Unbelievable season. What do you attribute that to? What a great year.
Yeah, we just have a lot of talented girls this year, and in the past we've had really large teams with upwards of 29 girls, but this year we have a small close group of 22, and I think that has really helped with our chemistry on and off the field, which is a big contributor.
You agree with that, Katie Rooney? The chemistry on this team is great?
I do. We are very close this year. It's not very divided, and it feels really good to be a part of a team like that.
Do you think coming out of the pandemic helped that a little bit? You all just don't take anything for granted anymore? You lost kind of the weirdness of last year and all that?
Yeah, definitely. Especially now when we're in tournament season and it's sudden death. We kind of can't take every game just if we lose, whatever. This is our last game for us seniors, if anything.
Yeah, I guess that's where some of that stress and pressure comes in, right?
Yeah.
Katie Gallagher, there is something to that too in soccer too. It's such it's a unique sport because you can run into a goaltender who plays unbelievable. If you can get a little unlucky, there is that sudden death, one and you're done kind of thing that does make this, I guess, stressful is the word. I'm going to keep coming back to it. There is something to that, right?
Yeah, for sure. One mistake can throw off an entire game. One bad call from a ref that could make or break a game for you, and which is at this point could end your season, which is
that never happens. A bad call by an official, does it?
Oh no.
Listen, what is that? What is that ding? Who has the ding? That is the loudest ding I've ever heard.
I'm sorry, that's me.
It feels like you, Katie Gallagher. Are you in bed, by the way? This is hilarious.
I am.
Me as well, so won't let her be alone.
Our coach texted us last minute, can you hop on this call? And I was like, sure, why not?
Well, there's a funny story behind that. We were going to do it tomorrow, but you girls have your practice block gets in the way. And then by the time the next show would have come around, it would have been post your game. So I wanted to make sure I got you before the game with Foxborough. So this is what we have to do. The late night hours, for those of you who are curious, we're recording this at 7:30 at night. See, the dogs are angry too about it.
Sorry, I don't know how to make that stop.
I think my wife will take care of this. Or maybe I have to take care of it. You want to pause it for a second? I'll let him go up. Hang on.
Yeah, go ahead.
See, the dogs are not used to, me recording at this hour either, but this is unique circumstances. It's state tournament time. We all make sacrifices. Okay. Katie Rooney. Yes, you agree. Thank you. Katie Rooney. So you talked about the chemistry on this team. Are there any young players that have kind of stepped up and maybe even surprised you captains here? You're both captains, by the way. I should have mentioned that. But any young players that you want to name drop and say they've had a great year?
Yeah, 100% Alexis Greenblatt. We weren't watching really any specific freshmen when we were doing captain's practices and things like that throughout the summer and talking to Cher. But when it came to this season, she has stepped up her game intensely, and she's became a really crucial player to have in the midfield and to have on our team this year. I mean, starting as a freshman is insane overall.
Freshman starter. Okay. What was that reference to Cher? Is that your coach?
Yeah, sorry, Sheridan, Kevin.
Kevin Sheridan. Okay. Oh, I know him a little bit. All right. Very good. Yes. I talk to so many coaches at different schools. I lose track of them sometimes, but I have talked to him a few times. What's his best attribute, Katie Gallagher? What do you like most about Coach?
He just makes every practice an awesome time. He is so supportive of all the players, and he's very supportive of all of us. And like, he really just makes soccer a fun time for all of us. And like, when we get serious, but on those off days that we can have some more fun, if we don't have a game the next day, like, he's always down to play a fun game, or like, he's the best coach I've ever had, for sure.
Speaking of support, I had the boys soccer captains on here like a week ago or something, and they won the other day, right? They got a win.
Yeah.
See, that's what happens. You come on the show, you get a win. This is the path we're
good. Good for us.
See that? But do those two teams support each other? Do you like go to the boys' games? Do you feel support from them, vice versa?
Yeah, they make up a majority of our student section when we have big games such as like tournament, like our ALS Cup game. Even like normal season games, they would be there.
Really? That's cool. You feel that too, Katie Gallagher?
Yeah, like I know their game was right after ours on Saturday. I know a bunch of us stayed around to see them play as well, and they were all there in the stands for our game as well.
That is one thing I do notice about Newburyport. Like I do think it happens at a lot of schools, but it definitely doesn't happen at all the schools where like the other teams support each other. Would you agree with that? It's kind of like a tight-knit school in that regard?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we spend majority of our time together, and like we're all in the same, when it comes to tournament season, like we're all in the same atmosphere pretty much. So kind of need to support each other.
Yeah, same thing for you, Katie Gallagher.
Yeah, I think everyone just loves going out and seeing different events, and it's just a fun way to support your school and just have a fun time as well.
Especially after the pandemic, right? What has like the last year and a half been like? I mean, walk me through it all. Like last year, no state tournament, no matter what, right? I think you had some rule changes. Like, give me a little bit of that.
Yeah, so one of the rule changes last year was we weren't supposed to be within like 6 feet of the other girl, which when you're playing physical soccer, that's nearly impossible because you're always next to a girl. And the fact that we had to wear masks as well, and some refs were really crucial about wearing it above your nose, so that made it, one, difficult to breathe when you're doing a long run or even playing the game in general for 80 minutes. But it was kind of just all around different for us, and we weren't used to it. But I think our team like band together and we went through it. It was really hard having to end the season not as Cal champs, but also saying bye to our seniors without even having a postseason.
Yeah, that must have been hard on them. I always think about that group of seniors who didn't kind of get a chance to have that last tournament shot. That's kind of lame.
I'm so sorry.
What'd you say, Katie?
Also, some other rule changes. Like I know last year we didn't have any corners or any throw-ins because you couldn't touch the ball at all. So that was definitely a big aspect of the game that was just taken away. Like I know we've scored multiple goals off of corners this year, so that just took away a big aspect of our game.
It literally changes the whole core of the game. I mean, it's when you're playing fucking rule changes like that. And the mask thing, like I played basketball once or twice, like with the mask, and like you hear people like, oh, they're high school kids, come on, like they can deal with masks, but it's like it is a pain to do like full speed. It's just, I don't know how else to explain it to somebody who doesn't do like sports, but like it's a pain in the neck to have to wear a mask.
It was also just disgusting. It would get all sweaty and just gross. It wasn't a good time.
I understand. Katie, Rudy,
we had some like cute masks, but those were also really hard to breathe in. So we kind of just went back to the medical ones, and those were kind of an outfit. Didn't really go with the outfit, you know.
Cute mask, and I was like, what?
And it had a little ship on it, a little N.
It was Newburyport sponsored gear?
Always.
Always. All right. Very good. So Foxborough, what do you know about Foxborough, first of all, this Wednesday game? What do we know so far?
One of their strikers is a D1 Holy Cross commit, so she's definitely on our radar. So they have a strong attacking front, but our defense is really strong as well. I think that's one of our main keys as a team.
What positions do you two play?
Defense.
I play center back and she plays right back.
All right. Who's the goalie on the Newburyport girls?
Gabby.
She's a junior.
Gabby Lawford?
Lawfren.
Okay. She's a junior. We got a lot of trust in her too.
Oh, she's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Very important in a state tournament game to have a good goaltender, right?
Very important. Our entire back line plus her is just insane to have.
What kind of style do you play? Can you switch it up? Are you more of a defensive team and kind of counterattack? What is Newburyport girls soccer this year?
You can go if you want.
Our defense is really strong, so like we try to win the ball in the back and then play it through our midfield and find our wingers because we have so much speed on our wings. So that's a big advantage for us.
Okay. Caitlin Rooney?
Our defense is very strong, as Katie said, and our midfield as well, like our three in the middle, are very strong, and they work together and they play off each other, which is super helpful. And then having a really fast strikers and really fast wings has just put our team in perfect condition.
Wow. All right. Perfect. All right. Very good. I like that sound of that. So if you want to come see the game on Wednesday, it's away this time in Foxborough, so we have to travel a little bit. Are you playing at Gillette Stadium? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, you never know.
You never know. Yeah, could be. I don't know where they play. You probably don't even know where they play. You have to travel a little bit more this year with the whole new state tournament rules, right?
Yeah.
Usually, I don't believe you'd be traveling this early in the tournament to a place like that, I don't think.
No.
Do you like it or hate it?
I kind of like it. I mean, we didn't do, like, obviously our Cal is just all the teams that are really close to us and all the high schools. I kind of enjoy the traveling, like traveling to Bishop Fenwick was fun, and it brings you guys as like a team, but it also can take a toll on like certain people if you either get bus sick or if you just don't like the feeling of being tired and then getting to a game, having time off, and then having to go right into warm-ups. That can be difficult.
Katie Gallagher, you like the road trip or what?
I mean, there's advantages and disadvantages. It's definitely, I love bus rides after a win, celebrating with the team and listening to music, but also it's nice to have home field advantage on especially state tournaments. So advantages and disadvantages.
There is something cool though about like going into an opponent's place and kind of shutting up the crowd, right?
Oh, of course.
Their long bus rides are good for obviously you're a tight team. I can imagine your bus being pretty fun. Who's in charge of the team bus music? It's you, Rudy?
Yeah.
What's the playlist? Go for it.
Bad Dogs. It's all clean music, and it kind of gets us hype before our game, like in our warm-up, but then after the game, we kind of just play whatever other people are like wanting to hear, like popular songs.
So you're saying you take requests?
Yep.
You're like kind of.
To an extent. I mean, we have a few bus sing-alongs, of course, Pitch Perfect and all.
Coaches just let you do whatever?
Yeah, especially if we have a good win and he knows that we tried our like hardest and we really left it on the field.
Katie Gallagher, the whole group approves of the set list?
Oh yeah, we've been listening for our pregame songs. We've been having the same stuff for like 4 years, and it just gets us ready for the games. And then after, it's always a good time. Everyone's always singing along.
Yeah, well, that I know for a fact that ride can be a little traffic headache sometimes with to Foxborough. So it will be fun as long as you get the win. So make sure you get a win, and then you can come back and have a nice, fun bus ride.
Yeah.
That is the goal, of course. What is is it a text message?
You're like, do not disturb because if I mute you, then I can't hear you.
It's okay. Now it's just part of the show. Now I think it's kind of funny. I'm just going to keep calling you out for it because I think it's funny. You two are two captains on this team. Are you one of you the ones that will like step up in the locker room, or if something needs to be said on the sidelines? Like who's like the vocal one?
Katie. 100% Katie Gallagher.
All right.
Yeah,
it seems like you want to take
I'm the one that gives the pregame talks for sure.
Pregame, pre and post practice, on the bus, anytime. If you need a girl to get you ready for this game, that is Katie.
Give me a little sneak peek into Wednesday's pregame. What's it going to sound like? Go for it.
Basically just going to say we need to bring the energy, we need to work hard, go with speed, and just play our hardest, because if we don't, it will be our last game. And that's basically just try to give them some motivation to work their hardest.
It's a little bit different when you're trying to reenact it from your bedroom. I understand that.
Yeah, not the same energy.
Katie Rooney here, she's a little modest about it, but what's the best one she's given? Is there one that you can remember where you're like, damn, that was a good pep talk?
There are so many, but I think the best ones are when we have enough time in our warm-up where we can actually get together, and when we get together and like have arms around each other and are hugging each other, and Katie gets in the middle and she gives her talk and it's super inspirational, and then we get all hyped together and we're just so excited for this game where you can feel everyone else's intensity just start rising, and it's all Katie in the middle just bringing it to us.
There you go. Good job, Katie Gallagher. You got Katie Rooney going, if nobody else. That's fantastic. What about what is like the one, we talked a lot about what makes you a strong team, but what is the one thing that you need to avoid in a road match versus a tough Foxborough team playing for your tournament life? What's like the Newburyport, like, if you avoid this, you're going to get out of here with a win?
If we avoid not passing to feet, so like we have to hit feet, because that can sometimes be our downfall if we get away from that. So as long as we hit feet, we're going to be fine.
What did you say? What was it?
Hit feet, like pass to feet.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever heard that expression.
Really?
Yeah. So just like passing to feet, as long as we do that, we'll be good.
Is that a common soccer expression?
I thought it was.
Maybe just for our team.
Hit feet. Oh, you're probably right.
You hear it all the time with us.
Okay.
We're just catching you up.
Okay. I guess I'm just behind the 8 ball on it. Very good. Learn something new every day. Katie Rooney, you agree? You got something else?
Yeah, I agree. I think we also need to just focus on like marking girls, knowing where girls are on the field, just because Foxborough has that really good girl. They have other really good girls as well. And we have like people in place to just watch them and know where they are in the field. And I think if we stick by that, because they're offensively minded, I think if we stick by that, we'll play a really good game.
Yeah, that is true. You got to be careful of being like too consumed when one team has a star, right? Because they're obviously a pretty well-rounded team. Like, it's not just one player doing it.
Yeah.
Right. I'm sure you'll get that lecture as well from your coach. Don't let me do the coaching. Don't worry about me. As far as, do you worry a little bit, and maybe this is a good like Katie Gallagher question here, like you have, like you said, you're starting a freshman in a big spot. You got some young kids on the team. Like, you two are both experienced and, you're upperclassmen. It makes this a little bit easier to calm those nerves. Do you worry about those younger classmen a little bit?
I don't. I feel like they can definitely perform under high stress situations. They've done it in the past. And I believe that if we just tell them, hey, this is a big game, go at it. Because they're all so good at soccer. Like, if they need to perform, they can do it.
Do you feel like you need to like almost grab them in the pregame and just kind of look at them and just make sure they're with it? Like, you're good. You're all right. Good.
Oh, I bet you'll see me doing that on Wednesday.
Yep. See if anything needs to be said.
Yeah.
Very good. You agree with that too, Katie Rooney?
Yeah.
All right. So it doesn't seem like you're too worried about the underclassmen. Fair enough. What do you think? Is this going to be a high-scoring affair on Wednesday, or you tend to play tight, low-scoring games?
It'll be like a 1-game goal difference for sure. It's definitely going to be a tight matchup.
Yeah. So that first goal is important.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Play with a lead. It's always nicer to play with a lead in these tournament games anyway, right? You don't want to be climbing from behind.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Fair enough. I'm sure you want to get some fans to travel to you. I know Foxborough is not the easiest trek on a Wednesday, but what would you tell the Newburyport faithful if they can come out and support you? I know you'd appreciate it.
We just have school on Thursday, so I think it's worth the trek.
You said what?
We don't have school on Thursday, so it's worth the trek. There's no excuse.
Such a good point. Veterans Day. All right. People don't have an excuse. That most of you are off from work, all you adults and everything. You should get down there and support the girls. That's a great point. Well said.
It's also a late game, so it's like when you get out of school, like you have time to get there and still have time to like do whatever you want. And we're also the only team, soccer's the only ones left in the tournament. So I think if you're going to support a team, you should come and support us.
Boys and girls soccer holding it down. Okay, very good. And what time is the kickoff?
5:30.
5:30. So you missed the traffic on the way back, which is good. So nobody can complain about that. So you just you find yourself to the game. You won't be a bad ride back. Hopefully everybody's happy with a victory. This will be a good Wednesday with Thursday off. I like this. All right, rapid fire. I don't know if you two have seen the show before, but I haven't met either one of you before. I'm right on that, right? I have. Neither one of you have been on? Okay. Sometimes I've done that before and been wrong. There's a lot of people that come on this show, so. We always end the show in the final minute with some rapid fire. Very random questions. You have to answer the first thing that comes to mind, okay? Let's start easy. Katie Gallagher, you're the more vocal one you said on the sidelines, so you get to answer first. It gives Katie Rooney an advantage, but we'll keep it structured. All right. Gallagher, favorite food?
Pasta.
Oh, cheesecake.
Ooh, favorite sport other than soccer?
Hockey.
Track.
Favorite class in school?
Science-y classes.
Sciencey classes.
We both in the same class?
No, actually.
Oh, okay. Very good. Favorite teacher at Newburyport High?
Mr. Sheridan.
Dr. Abrams. I never had Mr. Sheridan.
Okay, very good. Favorite musician?
Drake.
Dylan Scott.
Okay. Favorite movie?
That one's tough.
Ooh, a double ding, a triple ding. Are you getting help now on those? Uh-oh, I think we moved.
No, I'm going to have to go with The Incredibles. I like a good Disney
I was going to say Moana. I love Disney.
Oh, The Incredibles, you said?
Yes.
Okay. And Katie, you're sticking with that as well?
No, mine's Moana.
Oh, okay. Very good. God, he's very loud tonight. That's good. There he is. Can you see him?
Aww.
He's trying to.
Oh my gosh.
He usually doesn't make this kind of appearance in the show. But,
we're just lucky.
Yeah, there you go. He likes you too, apparently. All right. Final ones. We did favorite quarantine activity. It was like a lot of, I'll help you out. There's like we get a lot of Netflix. We got some cooking. We got some.
I like going on walks. I felt like it was nice to get some fresh air.
Oh, very adult answer.
I got into baking.
Baking, yeah. Heard a lot of that. What's your favorite baking move?
I like doing desserts, like cupcakes. I like cookies.
The healthy soccer diet. Perfect.
Yeah, you know.
Last one. You're going to have, I'm sure you see a lot of these young girls, elementary school, middle school, all that stuff that come to your games and want to be you someday and want to play varsity and want to play in these state tournament games. What is your best advice to those girls that want to be in your shoes someday?
I would just say go after it. I remember when I was in middle school, like freshman year going into tryouts, I was so nervous. I was like, what if they don't want me? But like, just go for it. If you really want it, you'll get there, and everything's worked out great for me. So I know if people really want it, they'll work hard for it, and they can do anything they set their minds to.
Excellent job with rapid fire, Katie Gallagher. Katie Rooney, right back at you. Final one.
Mine was just never give up, because personally I didn't make the varsity team as a freshman, so I tried out sophomore year and I was the only one from our grade that made it, which made it really scary for me because there was already a tight-knit group and I was kind of just like a lone person coming in. But get to senior year and I'm a starting captain senior, which feels really good because I wanted to give up in that freshman year moment, but I didn't.
Oh, great story. You and Michael Jordan.
What can I say?
There you go. Just another similarity.
Right?
Well, congratulations on that. Congratulations to both of you on a 13-2-4 season and now a state tournament game in Foxborough. Wednesday night, go check out the girls from Newburyport As Katie Gallagher mentioned, you have Thursday off, most of you, Veterans Day. Thank you all the veterans for the service. But a lot of you have Thursday off. So for a lot of you, there's no excuse not to make the drive and go support the girls. So go do that. Katie Rooney, Katie Gallagher, Newburyport girls soccer captains. Good luck to both of you on Wednesday. We hope you keep rolling. And if go to the state championship game, and then we'll do this again, because that's what we do. If you go to the state championship, you get to come on again. So.
Perfect.
Seriously, good luck Wednesday. Thanks for joining us. I know it's a busy couple of days for you here. I know we're doing this one kind of late at night to squeeze this in, so I appreciate you jumping on.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
All right, bye you two. Get some sleep.
Bye.
Thank you.
All right, there you go. Katie Rooney and Katie Gallagher, two of the girls from the Newburyport girls soccer squad. Big match Wednesday, and there you go. The two soccer teams at Newburyport, the last two Newburyport teams standing in the fall state tournaments here. So Newburyport soccer is cooking. Congrats to the boys for their win the other day, and the girls, here we go Wednesday with a road match at Foxborough. Again, Katie Rooney, Katie Gallagher, thank you both. That was fun. Two good captains right there. Live at Drew's house, another edition. Peace.